So, don't you guys just hate it when you make a nice cup of coffee? It's the best cup of coffee in the world. You can't wait to drink it. And then you find out you don't have any coffee creamer and you drink it just straight up black and you hate your life now. So I gotta say, I am extremely impressed with the pricing on the Galaxy Buds Plus. When these first were rumored, I was like, okay, well, the AirPods are about $150, $160. The AirPods Pro is about $250. So I assumed the Galaxy Buds Plus are gonna be around $200 to compete with the AirPods and the AirPods Pro. Well, I was wrong. These things are $150. These things are literally $20 more expensive than the original Galaxy Buds. So if you guys are thinking about getting this, yeah, get it. Don't get the old ones. There's no point. These things are better in every single way imaginable. Now, the actual case of the Galaxy Buds Plus has changed a little bit. It now has a more glossy finish to it, which in my opinion gives it a more premium look over the matte case from the old Galaxy Buds. The inside of the case went from a baby blue to a more pure white. Again, it kind of makes it a more premium kind of design. The buds themselves didn't really change at all, but you do now have 3 microphones instead of 2, so call quality is definitely improved, and I can confirm that. So let's just skip ahead to what everyone is wondering. How is the sound quality? Well, when I first did my unboxing and first impressions of the Galaxy Buds Plus, I did mention that I didn't really hear a big difference as opposed to the original Galaxy Buds, but I didn't know that instead of shipping the Galaxy Buds with dynamic already turned on, these came out of the box with normal turned on. So that is partially why I didn't notice the difference. Whenever I did put it to dynamic, I did notice that for some reason the bass wasn't as punchy as when it was on normal setting. So the bass kind of went down a little bit, but the everything else just kind of boosted up, and it almost kind of hurt to really put these things on full volume. I mean, I don't recommend putting anything on full volume when it comes to your ears, unless you want to be like deaf at the age of 30. Now, the AirPods Pro does produce better bass. It's more of a thumpy, more low bass as compared to these. At first, I thought it was maybe a placebo effect because these things are $150 and maybe I didn't want them to be as better or as good as my AirPods Pro. So I thought it was a placebo effect, but then I seen a video from iPhondo comparing these to the AirPods Pro, and it was like a really scientific review with graphs and everything. And he did confirm that the AirPods Pro does produce better and deeper bass, but again, $150 versus $250. So, you know, do with that information as you will. Now, like I said, you are paying $20 extra for these as opposed to the original, but I really think the battery life on this alone is worth $20 extra. Now, the original Galaxy Buds gave you 13 hours of total battery, so you would have 6 hours of battery per bud. Then you slap them on the case, and then the case can get you another 7 hours, so it'll fill it up. It'll fill the original Galaxy Buds up pretty much one time, and then you have like an hour of leftover inside the actual case. So 13 hours total. Now, the new Galaxy Buds Plus, I don't know how Samsung does it. I mean, it's such a major improvement in the battery life. So instead of having 6 hours of battery life inside the buds, you have 11 hours. And then you put them in the case and you get 11 more hours. That's 22 hours as opposed to 13 for 20 bucks more. Now, my biggest problem with the original Galaxy Buds was that ambient sound didn't sound good at all. It sounded very robotic. It sounded very electronic, which makes sense because it is electronic, but you don't want to hear it. You want to hear normal, you want to hear natural sounds. Well, thanks to the 3 microphone array on the Galaxy Buds Plus, ambient sound sounds much better. It sounds normal, it sounds natural. It sounds like you're not really wearing anything at all as long as you leave it in the middle section. If you go to the very highest selection, that's when you start getting distortion in people's voices, even in your own voice. And it just sounds obvious that it's being amplified. If you leave it in the middle section, it sounds normal. It sounds like you're just having a normal conversation between the other person. And man, you guys really don't know how much of a huge upgrade it is when you compare it to the original Galaxy Buds. Again, $20 more. Get these. Now, a similar feature with the original Galaxy Buds and really almost any other buds out there, you can set up to what each tap does. So for me, I have 1 tap play, 1 tap pause, 2 taps to go forward a song, 3 taps to go back a song, and if you tap and hold, that's when it'll go into ambient sound. And then if you tap and hold again, it'll go back to its normal kind of stuffed ear sound. So again, this doesn't have active noise cancellation. It has passive noise cancellation. So the only noise cancellation you get is due to the fact that your ears are stuffed with the buds themselves. It's not actively canceling out noise like the AirPods Pro. Now, the coolest thing about these is that these work with the iPhone. Now, you guys are probably saying, Mark, duh, they're Bluetooth. Of course it's going to work with the iPhone. Delete your channel. No. But I mean that you can actually go on your iPhone. I'll even show you guys. You think I'm lying? Hang on. Do you guys see that? Galaxy Wearables. Also, disregard, I have a Tesla application on my phone and I don't own a Tesla. I didn't know you need to own the car to download the application. How exclusive are you, Tesla? Anyway, so yeah, you can get the Galaxy Buds Plus, or I guess the Galaxy Wearables version of the Galaxy Buds Plus on your iPhone. This application is pretty much identical to the Android version. So instead of before, like you can get the original Galaxy Buds and pair them up with your iPhone, but you're losing so many features because you don't have that application. Since you have it now, you have the same features from iPhone to Android to Samsung, it doesn't matter. You got the same features, same application. Nice. So if you guys had the iPhone, but you didn't want to get the Galaxy Buds because you're spending $130, I think it was, and you're losing features, well, you don't have to worry anymore because now you got the same features thanks to the application. Thank you, Samsung. Now, the only downside that I can personally think of, and it's not really that big of a deal for me because I don't wear my AirPods or Galaxy Buds that long, but these are not really comfortable, you know, at least whenever you're coming from something like the AirPods, and I'll tell you guys why. Because the Samsung Galaxy Buds and the Galaxy Buds Plus have an actual stem that goes inside of your ear. Meanwhile, on the AirPods Pro, you don't have a stem. The actual speaker is flush with the rest of the pod. So that means you won't really have, well, a stem jabbing the inside of your ear. So usually after about 40-45 minutes wearing the Galaxy Buds or the Galaxy Buds Plus, or really any other earbud with the stem, it starts to hurt my inner ear canal. Like I just feel like a slight pressure, and then when I take them out, I'm like, oh, thank Jesus, feels much better now. I never had that issue with the AirPods Pro because it doesn't have that stem. So if you're used to these, or if you're used to the design of these and, you know, the stem, then you're not really going to notice that big of an issue. So do I recommend picking these up? Absolutely. If you were a huge fan of the original Galaxy Buds, there's no reason not to get these. And if you don't have either one of them and you're deciding on which to go, listen, I'm a fan of saving money, okay? But when you get this big of an upgrade, when you compare it to the original, spending the extra $20 is a no-brainer. There's no reason, absolutely, to get the original Galaxy Buds. These things are good, man. Now, in my personal opinion, the AirPods Pro are better, but again, $250. So if I had to pick which one makes more sense, these. Yeah, these. You're losing, you know, you're losing active noise cancellation when compared to the AirPods Pro. You're losing a little bit better bass when compared to the AirPods Pro, but that price, the price, man, that is what sells me, the price. So yes, pick these up. You're gonna like them. So guys, thanks for watching. If you guys did like the video, please click the like button. It helps this channel out a lot. And if you are new here, consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you stay up to date with all my future videos. I do have a video coming up about the Galaxy Flip and the Galaxy S20 whenever it arrives. I think this upcoming Friday. So definitely stay tuned for that. But again, super happy with the Galaxy Buds Plus. Samsung did a amazing thing pricing it at $150. Oh my god. All right, guys. Adios.